Thank you, Ms. Chu. Mr. Miller of Ohio is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses and for your testimony here. Really appreciate the lived experience, and it's very helpful for someone like me, and I believe every member, regardless of political affiliation. So thank you very much. Today, the subcommittee examines how technology and innovation can help foster youth successfully and transition to a bright future. Last week, in an executive action, the Trump administration highlighted their own efforts to harness federal support, technology, and strategic partnerships to provide young Americans in or transitioning out of the foster care system with the tools they need to become successful adults. This initiative includes establishment of a Fostering the Future program to develop partnerships with agencies and leading private sector organizations, academic institutions, and nonprofit entities to create new educational and employment opportunities for individual and foster care system. The John H. Chafee Foster Care Program includes valuable resources such as education and training vouchers, ETVs, to assist youth with the cost of higher education. These create pathways to long-term stability and success, reaching students enrolled at Cuyahoga County Community College, impacting my congressional district, and setting a solid foundation for long-term success. Additionally, organizations such as Foster Success in my home state of Ohio and other regions support teens and young adults transitioning out of the foster care and reaching their goals. Ohio's ETV program is a federally funded, state-administered effort that provides financial and academic support for young adults who have left the foster care system and are enrolled in qualified colleges, universities, or vocational education. Noting the challenging outcomes of youth who age out of foster care, as only 56% of former foster youth transition to full-time employment, we must empower those in foster care to meet their full potential. Ms. Carr, one of my top priorities in Congress has been to expand career opportunities for our youth. While the Chafee program ETVs are primarily used for 2- or 4-year degrees, President Trump's recent executive order calls for increasing flexibility to expand access to short-term credential programs. How does this model support youth in accessing workforce opportunities that federal programs like Chafee are intended to provide and empower youth, such as those in my district who have expressed interest in trade schools, career or technical education?
Thank you for that question. To circle back what Ms. Chu initially asked, what we're doing in Illinois is we're getting away from the paperwork. We're sending links directly to those youth phones so that they're aware of ETV, and we're bringing that to them as soon as they enter our care. Like as soon as they come to us, the transitional living program through LifeSet, we're letting them know, hey, you don't have to just think about a four-year university. Right now in this economy, that is extremely expensive. However, if you're into welding, if you're into cosmetology, barber, construction, we're here to help you. And these funds, this is where the ETV funds really show up and show out. While they're not, they don't really put a dent in the university funding, or I'm sorry, the university amount, it really helps, and it goes a long way in those welding programs, in those trade programs. So what we're doing is we're brainstorming with the youth. Hey, you don't have to go to a university. I understand. We're not going to push a university on you. You are the driver. What do you want to do? Okay, you would like to see some results soon? Let's get you enrolled in a trade program. Let's utilize, again, back to Guytree. Let's utilize this. Let's break it down. Let's look at the pros and the cons. This is what you can achieve right now. This is what you can achieve within 6 months, 9 months. I just recently had a youth that graduated this summer from a welding program, and she is a young lady. She's excited, and this is a young lady that had 1 year she had 1 year of college under her belt. She decided to take that chance and change and go into a trade program, and she did utilize those ETV funds with her certificate, as well as with her trade program, as well as the university. And she did see that she was able to get all of her books, the equipment, because welding equipment is kind of expensive, but she was able to see those funds be beneficial to her.
Yeah, thank you very much for that answer. And I think you all are hitting the nail on the head when it comes to connectivity. And there's a bit of a generational problem throughout our country and in many places, right? But from what I can see is that whether we like it or not, even my daughter, who is just 2 years old, right, is already looking at things like this. Now, she doesn't have one and hopefully won't for a very, very long time, okay? No, don't say that, Mister. Don't you say that. I would like to go till 21. She signed a contract. She doesn't know about it. We'll get to that later. But you're absolutely right. Everything is connectivity. And even, you know, I was in the military, and, you know, when you get out, there are so many opportunities. And I don't mean to go off, but to make an analogy off on a tangent, but, you know, when I got out, right, you know, whether there are opportunities at the Veterans Affairs or if I needed to collect disability or I needed follow-on, whatever it may have been, if they would have sent it to my cell phone, okay, I guarantee you it would have been a lot easier for me to figure out because I'm more apt and I'm on it all the time. And look, this is the way our world works. So thank you very much for everything that you do. Mr. Chairman, I know I'm out of time, and I have questions that I'll put in for the record. Thank you.